got no sense, no credentials. She's got a little charisma, not much, but she doesn't have a clue. You know it. But she's in charge of the environment. No airplanes. We can forget Boeing, I guess, come to think of it, right? We talked about Boeing. We could forget Boeing. Let's cancel those brand new Air Force Ones, right? Likewise, Representative Ilhan Omar. Ilhan Omar.
Here it comes.
Is going to be very much involved in a Biden government. They will put this hate-filled, America-bashing socialist front and center in deciding the fate of your family and deciding the fate of your country. I don't think so. She would like to make the government of our country just like the country from where she came, Somalia. No government, no safety, no police, no nothing, just anarchy.
Somalia is literally the most decentralized state in the world, which is ironically what Republicans want or claim they want.
I think we're going to have a big victory in the state of Minnesota. Because they've had.
Isn't that precisely at the heart of Republican conservatism, is like having a decentralized state?
Biden is a very willing Trojan horse for socialism. When Biden first ran for president over 33 years ago, remember I used to call him 1% Joe. He never got more than 1%. Until Obama took him off the trash heap. But he blatantly copied the speech of a British politician, even ripping off the man's personal biography and family history and claiming it was his own. He forgot to say he was born in America. Joe Biden is a shameless hypocrite. Since 2003, he has delivered fawning eulogies to the funeral and at those funerals of three leading supporters of segregation, including a former member of the KKK. And yet Biden is now smearing as racist tens of millions of people like yourselves, decent, hardworking Americans who he's never met, and he frankly probably doesn't want to meet.
Excuse me.
America should not
out of control. I apologize
take
for
lectures on racial justice from Joe Biden, Sleepy Joe. A man who praised and partnered with segregationists, shipped millions of black American jobs overseas, and everyone else's jobs too, by the way. If I didn't come along, we're building auto plants, we're building everything. And there's never been a comeback like we're making right now. Never been. He hollowed out our middle class, including our black middle class, with open borders, trapped young children in failing government schools, built cages. Those cages were built by Obama and Biden. Look it up, 2014. And the fake news doesn't want to remember the picture of a cage for children. Remember the picture of the cage? And they said, President Trump. And then they realized that was in a newspaper, 2014, the same. Built by Obama and Biden, the cages. And they don't want to report the way it is. They know the way it is. They're not stupid. They sent young boys to fight in Iraq while the inner cities crumbled, helped the big banks while hammering community leaders, and made our cities less safe and secure for all. They've done a terrible job, and they shouldn't be awarded. They should not get rewarded with an election victory on November 3rd. That shouldn't happen. It'll destroy this country. Our country will be destroyed. We've all worked too hard. They don't know what the hell they're doing. Some do, actually, but in a very sinister way. Virtually every policy that has hurt black Americans for half a century, Joe Biden has supported or enacted. I've done more for the black community in 4 years than Joe Biden has done in 47 years.
I love the system. I can now remove the tinfoil hat.
someone linked that clip where I said exactly this. I think in the beginning of this year, or maybe last year, I said this.
From public life, we are joined tonight by many outstanding
Republican
Republican
to clip it when I
These
said
are
it.
great people. We have two of our most distinguished, hardworking, wonderful friends, senators. They do a great job. Senator Jim Inhofe and James Lankford, please stand up.
I literally said verbatim, word for word, Trump is going to say, I've done more for the black community than Joe Biden has. Literally verbatim.
Two very respected, I will tell you. Two very respected
word for word,
people
I said this
in
is how he's going to
Washington.
attack Joe
They're
Biden if Joe
respected by
Biden becomes
everybody.
the
They do
candidate.
some job, and I'd have you come up, but you can relax. I will say this. Jim
Joe Biden fucking wins.
is running
right? And
on
then
November
Joe Biden
3rd.
is going up against
Jim
Trump
Inhofe.
on the debate stage.
He's running
right?
on November
And he's saying
3rd.
something like, Mr. President,
I don't even know. Does he, hey, James, does he have
President,
any
sir,
competition?
You're a
Is somebody
racist, and
actually
America
running against?
deserves better. And then Trump turns around and says, oh, yeah? You passed the fucking crime bill. You called African Americans super predators. You best believe you're the fucking real racist. I passed the First Step Act, motherfucker. The First Step Act. I've been undoing all of your bad fucking legacy since I got into office. I freed ASAP Rocky personally. Okay? And you know what? He's gonna be fucking right. Black unemployment is low. He's gonna drop that too. That shit doesn't matter. But he is right. He did pass the fucking First Step Act. And then he's gonna win. And everyone's gonna be like, what happened? How do we get here? Okay, the
Joe
second
Biden
part of that
fucking
needs revision. I don't think he's going to win anymore because coronavirus and also widespread fucking.
Thank you, Tom. Great job you're doing. We're glad to be joined as well by a man that I've gotten to know. He's done an incredible job.
He can
with
still
COVID,
win, but I'm no
everything
longer
else
as
he
confident
touches.
that Trump is going to win as I
Governor
was a year
Kevin
ago.
Stitt. Thank you both. Thank you both for being here. Thank you. Lieutenant Governor Matt Pinnell. Thanks, Matt. Thanks, Matt. And Representatives Frank Lucas, Tom Cole. He's been here for a little while. He's done an incredible job. Mark Wayne Mullen. You don't want to fight with him. I want to put him and Jim Jordan in a match together. I want to. Kevin Hearn. Great job today, Kevin. The great Jim Jordan. Jim Jordan.
He loves the boys, Jim Jordan, covering up sex crimes. The best, don't we love it, folks?
Elise Stefanak.
Pedophile Jim Jordan, folks, don't we love it?
Lee Zeldin. Tom Emmer. Tom, thank you. These are warriors, folks. These are great warriors. During the fake impeachment trial, I'll tell you what, there was nobody that could have done the job they've done. That includes the Senate and the House. These people are incredible. David Kutzoff. David.
Don't we love it? Don't we
A
love
great
it, folks?
friend of mine, Debbie Lesko, Arizona. Great job,
Don't
Debbie.
we love it?
Great job. And a man who's got very good genes, Greg Pence. Thank you all. Great job. They're great people. They are. They're warriors. I'll tell you what. Not every person is, but this group is, and we have a lot of them in Washington. And we'll send Jim Inhofe back, and we'll send all of them. You'll send every one of them. They have to come back because they have been fighting for us, and they've been fighting for you. And they are just incredible, talented, tough, strong people that love your state a lot. So thank you very much. So we built the greatest single economy in the world. And then we say, not only the world, but actually in the history of the world, and they never even challenged me, so I guess I'm right. We did it. We had the best numbers anybody's ever had. We had the best employment numbers. African American, Hispanic American, Asian American. The best employment numbers in history. The best stock market numbers in history. We were the envy of the world. Everybody would come in to see me. Presidents, prime minister, kings, queens, and dictators. Dictators would even come in and say, congratulations on the economy. And then the plague came in, and now what we're doing is we're doing it again, and it's going fast. We have to have a lot of it done because people don't quite get it. We're doing record business. It's happening at a level and a speed that nobody can believe.
I'm out of control. I apologize for
2 weeks ago, job numbers came in. The single biggest number in the history of our country. Last week, retail sales numbers came in. Retail sales, the single greatest number in the history of our country. So here's what's going to happen. Here's what's going to happen. They blame a president for anything. When you see looters, even though we put them down, if we didn't stop them, nobody would, because the other side would never stop them. But they always blame a president. Here's what's happening. We're going up, we're going up, we're going up, we're going to go up. Then we're going to hit October. We're going to be up. We're going to be way up. We're not going to be where we were, but in many ways, other than all of the horrible, horrible death that was so needlessly caused by a virus that should have been stopped where it originated, which was China. But we're going to go up, 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 August, September, October, and people are going to say, man, this guy's doing a good job. He knows what he's doing. I don't believe the fake news anymore. And you're not going to want to lose your 401ks, and you're not going to want to lose all of that wealth that you've accumulated, whether it's real estate wealth or any wealth you can think, because it'll all come tumbling down if these people are put in charge, and if they double and triple and quadruple your taxes, it'll be a whole different ballgame. So I'm not putting any pressure on anybody, but in the end, we're going to have a phenomenal economy, and next year we're going to have a good third quarter, but next year, and I said it before, will be the single greatest year economically that we've ever had, okay? And if you see that happening, if you see it happening on November 3rd, you don't have the guts to vote against Trump. Even you don't have the guts to vote against Trump. Say, wait a minute, darling, my 401k is higher than it was the last time. I don't think I want to take a chance. You're not.
Remember what I told you guys about
the stock market
we have privatized or marketized pensions? And that's why dumb, poor fucks like those behind Donald Trump now think that they have an actual financial investment in the stock market when it's literally a fucking crumb. This is why 401ks play the purpose of tying average Americans, the average Joe, the actual workers, and upper middle class Americans into the market succeeding,
keep the same crap you had
even though they make up like 10% of the entire fucking market. Like,
you've always been a loser. You've always lost money.
The overwhelming majority of the market is
one of the greatest
owned by the top 10% of wealth in this country. 84% of the stock market is owned by the top 10% of wealth. The rest of the 90% get 16%.
They want the stock market.
They make up the 16%.
Even if it costs them money. They want the stock market to go down, even if it costs them money. And they don't even know why. You know what? They're smart and they're vicious, but they don't know why. I'm telling you, they don't know why. What's wrong with having the strongest military brand new in the world all built? What's wrong with having these great economic numbers? What's wrong with having to close it down? We saved millions of lives. You know, a lot of people say we should have gone herd. Let's go herd. Ask him, how are they doing in Brazil? He's a great
Trump is
friend of mine.
definitely
Not
better
good.
at speaking
You
than
heard about
Biden is.
Sweden, right? Too much. Ask him how they doing in Sweden. We saved millions of lives.
You are fucking
and
dumb.
now
All that
it's
percentage
time
doesn't mean
to
shit if
open
you
up,
live nicely off
get
your
back to
401k.
work,
You're
okay?
such an idiot.
Get back to work. I recently signed groundbreaking criminal justice reform. I secured record and permanent funding for historically black colleges and universities. We slashed regulations and passed massive tax cuts to give black workers a pay raise like they've never, ever gotten before and lift up black-owned
Oh, did I see
businesses.
lefties malding at my tweet because I said America deserved Donald Trump? Yeah, I don't care. They can suck my
And
dick.
I worked closely.
Yeah, you're so privileged. Imagine the
great
privilege of being
senator
able to say
also,
this. Like, shut
friend
the
of
fuck up,
theirs.
lefties.
Senator Tim Scott, South Carolina.
God, you bunch of...
to create
some lefties are such
opportunities
whiny little fucking bitches, dude. Like...
which are doing incredibly.
Oh,
And
it's
since
cool when I
then,
say 9/11,
countless
but it's not
jobs
cool when I
and
say fucking America deserved Donald
$100
Trump. You know
billion
exactly
of
what I
new
mean when I say that
investment,
shit.
not government investment,
We are a nation of
have
fucking
poured into
hogs, okay? We are a
9,000
nation of
our
hogs, and we have a
most
hog president
distressed
who is a
neighborhoods
drama
anywhere in
queen.
the country.
He's entertaining. He is
9,000.
still
Never happened
representing the same
before.
fucking interests that have destroyed
Tim
this country, that have fucked over
Today, I'm
marginalized
also
communities
announcing
over and
that I
over
have
again, and it
directed
doesn't fucking matter.
Secretary
We
of
deserve
the
it. This is the
Interior,
president we
David
deserve.
Bernhardt, to place the John Hope Franklin Reconciliation Park here in Tulsa on the African American Civil Rights Network. So many of my friends have been asking me to do that. So many of my friends, including these great politicians. So we're going to do that. It'll be done very quickly. We will forever remember and honor the courageous people who helped build this state and this country. Democrats are stoking division in order to distract from their decades of failure on schools, jobs, housing, justice, and crime. In major city public schools run by Democrats, over 2/3 of students are falling behind in reading and math, and I think the numbers are worse than that. But Democrats would rather deny these children the future they deserve than allow them to attend the charter, public, private, religious, or independent schools of their choice. Pro-choice. Pro-choice. Pro-choice for schools. It's very popular, but some people it's like a disaster because what it does to certain unions that have a lot of power over the Democrats, even though they know it's wrong. Republicans believe access to education is a civil right. It's a civil right. 20 of the most dangerous cities in America are controlled by Democrats. Think of that. 20 of 20. And so is nearly every major city with a child poverty rate that's over 30%. They're controlled by Democrats. We can name every one of them.
It's almost like
The murder
heavily
rate in
populated
Baltimore and
areas
Detroit
inevitably become
is
more
higher
diverse
than
and
El
therefore start
Salvador,
voting Democratic
Guatemala,
because they are not
or
racist
even
dipshits anymore. It's all
Afghanistan.
what a
How
fucking
they
weird
doing, the Democrats
what a weird
running those
take. Like
cities?
population
The whole
dense
country
cities
will
are
be like
Democratic,
that.
yes. And
In
when there's a lot of
2018
population
alone, our
density, there's a
police
lot more
arrested
people, there's a
nearly
lot more fucking
12,000
problems.
people for murder and manslaughter, 25,000 people for rape, and nearly 1.5
But what he's saying
million
isn't even true
for
about
assault,
the crime-ridden areas in
violent
America.
assault. The Democrats' push against our police will drive up crime and drive up costs at levels you'd never believe. Thousands of innocent lives will be lost. As president, I will always support the incredible men and women of law enforcement.
How'd you pick this up? How'd you pick us? So you're saying you're a racist if you don't live in a populated city? What are you, a fucking moron? Of course not. There are incredible people that live in
A
rural
vote
areas.
for Republicans
Okay, you
is a
probably are
vote
not
for
one of those
better
people, though.
schools,
What I'm
better
stating
jobs,
is, when you no
safer
longer live in a
families,
more
and
segregated
stronger
suburban
communities
area, like
for
you live in a
all
fucking population-dense city, you tend to have
There's
less.
a limit to what we can
You tend to
together
have
achieve
less of a
with
pro-Republican
4
stance
more years.
because the racial agitation doesn't appeal to you as much anymore. Trump
With
is a
your help,
racist. And
We
if
will
you like
lift
Trump at this
millions of
stage,
our
you are a
citizens
racist
from
too.
welfare
Sorry.
to work,
It's just the fucking
dependence
truth.
to independence, and poverty to prosperity.
You're the
That's
only
what's
racist
happening.
here. You hate America and love
That's what's
communism.
happening.
Fuck yeah, dude. I hate America so much. That's why
And that
I
was
made more of an effort to
happening
be
at a
here than you did,
level
dipshit.
That
I
nobody
deserve to
ever
be in America
thought
more
they'd
than you do,
see.
motherfucker.
It was
I left
happening
my
before
friends,
this
family,
COVID
culture,
came in.
everything behind to
It
come here
was
when I was
happening
18.
at a
You
level
just fucking
that
crawled out of your
nobody
mother's
believed
pussy
possible.
and fell on the
then
fucking
China
operating table.
sent us the
That's all you
plague.
did
Thank
to
you
be in
very
America.
much.
That's all you fucking
We
did,
will
bitch.
protect Medicare
Talk to
and
me when you've
Social
actually
Security
deserved
for
to
our
be
great
here.
seniors.
Just like all
And
those
we'll
immigrants.
always
Just like all those undocumented
protect
immigrants.
with
They deserve to be here more than you, too.
conditions, always.
They do.
Always.
You cross a desert with your fucking child
We
in
will
tow to
appoint
be
more
here?
judges
Fuck no.
to interpret the Constitution as written.
Yeah.
We will end deadly sanctuary cities. We will finish the wall, which has now 212 miles built and beautiful.
What happened? Y'all just thought I was going to let Trump speak? You thought I was just going to
212 miles. That's a lot of miles.
keep molding,
And let me
chuds?
tell you, you think that was an easy one? That was a tough one. That party was totally unified against building the wall. You know, in the end, they gave up. You know what happened? They realized it was a bad issue for them because these open borders, I love when they fight for open borders because anybody that wants an open border coming in from rough areas, there's something wrong with those people.
The spirit of justice.
So did you notice in the
They
end? it
deserve
was
to be
like,
here more than Trump,
just
too.
leave us alone. Build your wall. Just leave us alone. I said, thank you very much. And we will elect a Republican Congress to create a fair, safe, sane, and lawful system of immigration that puts American workers first. We will revitalize our cities and we will build gleaming new roads, bridges, tunnels, and airports all across our land. We will enact new trade deals that result in more products proudly stamped with that beautiful phrase, made in the USA. It's so beautiful. So beautiful. Made in the USA. That's happening too. We have so many plants coming into Michigan and so many other states. We have car plants coming in. Would have never come if I wasn't president. Would have never come.
Where?
We will become the world's premier pharmacy, drugstore, and medical manufacturer. That's already started. We're bringing it back. We will keep America out of
We pay 10 times more for our drugs than anyone else does, bro.
Foreign wars. We will never hesitate to kill America's terrorist enemies. You know, when I took over, ISIS was all over the place. And I did something that I felt we should do. And we have now obliterated, we have now captured 100% of the ISIS caliphate. 100. And like our depleted military when I took over, like our empty shelves medically when I took over, like all of the things that when I took over it was a mess, we have done a job. You had to see what ISIS was doing. They were getting bigger. I came in smaller. Sir, we've just taken 100%. We will launch a new age of American ambition in space, and the United States will be the first
America
nation
oversaw
to land
ISIS,
on
literally
Mars.
oversaw the escape of ISIS members when Raqqa was taken over.
You saw the beautiful rocket 3 weeks ago go up. Beautiful.
I know it's an
We will
old
defend
article.
privacy, free thought, free speech, religious liberty, and the right to keep and bear arms. And when you see those lunatics all over the streets, it's damn nice to have arms. Damn nice. Interesting how all of a sudden people understand it, right? You couldn't sell it. Now people understand it. The right to keep and bear arms will protect your Second Amendment. Above all, we will never stop fighting for the sacred values that bind us together as one America. We will support, protect, and defend the Constitution of the United States. We uphold the principle of equal justice under the law. We believe in the dignity of work and the sanctity of life. We believe that faith and family, not government and bureaucracy, are the true American way. We believe that children should be taught to love our country, honor our history, and always salute our great American flag. And we live by the words of our national motto, it will never change. In God we trust. We stand on the shoulders of American heroes who crossed the oceans, blazed the trails, settled the continent, tamed the wilderness, dug out the Panama Canal, laid down the railroads, revolutionized industries, won 2 world wars, defeated fascism and communism, and made America the single greatest nation in the history of the world, and we are making it greater and greater every single day.
Haven't won a war since World War II, baby. Still riding high on that.
Proud
as the government literally
like
turns fascist.
Help build this country, and together we are taking back our country. We are returning the power to you, the American people. With your help, your devotion, and your drive, we are going to keep on working. We are going to keep on fighting, and we are going to keep on winning, winning, winning. We are one movement, one people, one family, and one glorious nation under God. America will soon be thriving like never before because, ladies and gentlemen of Oklahoma, the best is yet to come.
Yes, I'll play Last of Us after this.
Together we will make America wealthy again. We will make America strong again. We will make America proud again. We will make America safe again.
He's coming. He's going to say
we
we'll make America great again.
Make America great again. Thank you. Thank you, Oklahoma. Thank you.
للمجد بيرفع رايات عم يهتف بثلاث كلمات الله وسوريا وبشار.
Whoa, they played this?
وجامع متحدين والمحط بعنوان الدين وملايين السوريين وما بدهن الا بشار. الجيش السوري بوقفة عزه هز الكون وما بينهزوا يا ربي من عندك عز الجيش السوري هالمغوار. سوريا رجال فرسان.
Okay, I know that there's a lot of people in the chat who want this smoke right now. I know you guys are aching for the smoke. You've been in the chat for too long waiting with your chud ass takes. I heard one of you guys saying in the chat, like, oh my God, there's black people in the background. Does that mean those black people are racist against themselves? Yes. Yes.
I love the system. I can now remove the
yes.
tinfoil hat.
Hello, Hasan. I made you a song. Can you please play it before blue two white people are happy?
Yes. I can't believe he's playing this song at his rally, though. That's wild. Based in Assad pilled, I guess. Tell us, white male, are the blacks wrong for being there? First of all, let me just start off by saying this is the quickest way. This is the quickest way to out yourself as a shitter. Okay, when you call black people by saying blacks, like you've already like there's no reason to defend against that. Like you've already outed yourself. Like, what are the N-words doing over there, huh? Tell us, white man. Like, okay, dude. Thanks. Anyway, is there anything else? Does anyone else, at least someone have like a better point of view, or because this is like look at how tiny this fucking crowd is, dude. This sucks. This sucks for Trump. It really does. The blacks. There was like 4 black dudes there, by the way. You said the crowd will be small. It is small, guys. Here's what I will say. I'm shocked because I mean this was devastating. I really thought that this was gonna be a fucking packed house at least. I really thought that this would be a packed house.
You don't
it
love
was
the spirit of justice.
Honestly shocking.
You love your father, the devil.
Didn't they say they were giving masks at the entrance of the rally? Who the fuck was wearing one? No one. They made them all sign waivers that they wouldn't sue the Trump campaign if they did get coronavirus. But they also absolutely did not wear masks. Like they didn't have to wear masks.
I love the system. I can now remove the tinfoil hat.
Lol, people on TikTok were reserving seats and then not going lol.
It's a pandemic, you fake newser. I know it's a pandemic, but Trump was the one who, again, was like, oh, it's going to be beautiful. Trump's campaign said that there was going to be, there were more people in this chat laughing at how pathetic that fucking rally was than there were people at that rally. So how do you not become depressed and have no hope for the country? I'm struggling with how grim the future will be. Brother, man, this is not my first rodeo. I've been watching America destroy itself since the Obama presidency. The point you're at right now with Donald Trump, I was feeling before we got to Donald Trump. Okay? So for me at this stage, I'm just watching it. I'm just watching it happen. There's nothing I can do about it. I'll try my best, but you know, I did try my best with Bernie Sanders. Didn't happen. Didn't happen for me. I lost all faith. Since JFK died, you mean? No, I'm saying me personally. Anyway, so Donald Trump thought that there was going to be a lot of people. You missed Bush? Shame. I wasn't here for Bush. I hated Bush, though, but I thought Obama was actually going to be the hope and change president. That didn't happen. This girl wants to see the clip of you calling her a cutie.
You on Hasan's stream. Let me see the clip. Because I know who he is, but I actually don't think I've ever gone into a stream before. But I've seen clips of him before and I know who it is. It's just you on Hasan.
That was the most fash I've ever seen him. I'm actually scared. Dude, it doesn't.
You don't love the spirit of justice. You love your father.
Why was the Obama presidency bad? I mean, Donald Trump said it himself when he was talking there. Like a lot of the things that Donald Trump expanded on was expanded on top from the Obama administration. Donald Trump's violent attacks against the First Amendment in the form of like the Julian Assange prosecution was a prosecution that originally started under the Obama administration with Edward Snowden, persecution of Edward Snowden. Obama's administration said, okay, we can't take it that far. We can't actually go after WikiLeaks. Donald Trump was like, fuck that. Of course I'm going to do that. The child concentration camps.
You don't love the spirit
Admitting
of
to
justice.
stop testing was
You
lit.
love
Yeah,
your
he
father,
literally
the
admitted,
devil.
dude. Listen, Obama is still significantly better than Donald Trump. Do not get me wrong on this. Because some people mistake my criticisms of Obama for saying like Obama was worse than Trump or some shit. That's not the case. Of course Obama was better than Donald Trump. But Donald Trump is better than George W. Bush, for example, or at least George W. Bush's administration. Now, having said that, yeah, Trump makes Obama look really good. Yeah, he does. He really does. Commissary that he ended the speech with the classic Ein Volk,
You
ein
don't
Reich.
love the spirit of justice.
He always ends it that
you
way.
love your father, the devil.
Wow.
He
34
always ends it.
months
We're
with
going to
this
make
channel
America
since
great again.
50
We're going to make
viewers.
America whole again.
Incredible to see how this channel has grown.
Yeah. Trump turning into Hitler every day at pass. I mean, this is not our first rally that we've covered. I used to watch every single fucking one of his rallies, and he always ends it that way. That Boeing contract was started under Obama. Trump makes Nixon look like a saint, yo. Is that a spot of herpes on Hasan's face? Yes, I have a herpes right here. Or maybe it's ingrown hair / acne. Who knows? I just missed it. What did he blame on Antifa? What didn't he blame on Antifa? Obama bailing out the Wall Street at the taxpayer expense instead of bailing out homeowners. That was one. Obama not prosecuting the financial criminals responsible for the 2008 housing market crash was another one. Obama not prosecuting when he had every power to do so, not prosecuting the previous administration for their war crimes, not closing up Guantanamo Bay as he promised. You know, there's a bunch of stuff. Drone strikes, 7 countries that he bombed, the gross expansion of executive powers, where he executed an American citizen extrajudiciously, by the way. That is an insane expansion of presidential powers, the executive authority. Then, so he killed Al-Waki and his son, and then Trump killed the other daughter. Like Obama killed the brother, and Trump killed the sister. Like it's a continuation always. Obama does something fucked, and then Trump does something even more fucked. Anyway, at least Trump was a little bit more entertaining. That's for sure. I mean, he went on a fucking 35-minute rant about how the reason why he almost fell down the stairs was because, because the sun was, shining on his head or something. That was so great. That was insane. Why is killing the sister more fucked? Wait, no, I'm not saying that killing the sister is more fucked. I'm just saying that it's like the difference between Obama and Donald Trump is that Donald Trump is working off of the expanded powers that Obama expanded originally. But Donald Trump is still significantly worse. Don't get me wrong. Are you kidding? Obama was charismatic as hell? No, I think Obama was charismatic as hell too. I'm saying that Trump at least is like entertaining. I can't believe that this is he explained this in 30 minutes, dude. 30 minutes for this. He didn't say anything to that general. All the dialogue was made up. He's delusional. I mean, who cares? He was just like, he was killing it, dude. He was running his tight 5, well, tight 35, I guess, or tight 90 minutes. The reenactment. and the crowd was losing their minds. Like he was, the crowd was losing their minds when he took a sip of water. When he took a sip of fucking water and like everyone lost his mind, like lost their minds. That's the moment where I was like, this is it. Like, this is what we deserve. We deserve this shit. We're fucking crazy. We are. Trump is the perfect American president. He's narcissistic as fuck. He only cares about himself. He is really gaudy. Like, he is so gaudy. He is so nouveau riche, like, so uncultured, so uncivilized, but thinks he's number one because, you know, he commands the largest, most powerful military in the world. So, like, you know, he's got that, like, who the fuck is going to go up against him? Like, he's got that mentality. And that's exactly how all of these high school dropout jock Andys are. Like, they're reliving the glory days with Donald Trump. That's it. Like, he is the perfect president for America. We do deserve it. Who the fuck cheers someone on for drinking water? He's not a toddler. This is a good POV. He wasn't losing their minds. He wasn't losing their minds because he memed news outlet poor takes on him. What? Crazy how people are going to go to jail for a year for burning fabric. That's never going to happen. No. Like, that's another, listen, that's another fucking dumb thing that he's saying to cater to his audience. It's pretty funny watching them like cheer on throwing someone in jail for burning an American flag, but in 1989, the Supreme Court ruled that burning an American flag was literally protected under the First Amendment. Like, there is no burning the American flag is going to be illegal shit. Yeah, what he said about the flag is literally a law already. As far as like desecration of the American flag is protected. Texas v. Johnson is protected under the Constitution and was and the Supreme Court decided on it. Like I said, in 1989. So that's not happening. Can we watch Obama walking the same ramp now, please? It doesn't matter. Yeah, Obama is fucking hotter than Donald Trump, and he's more athletic than Donald Trump. Who gives a shit? But is it true that what he was saying about the U.S. economy, that it's the best it's been in history? No, dude. What? No. No. What the fuck are you talking about? 40 million people just got unemployed in the past, like, 4 months, dude. What? What are you saying? 40 million Americans qualified for unemployment. Yeah, that's why I get frustrated about the NASDAQ market. Like, the stock market is not the economy. The stock market is not the economy. 84% of the stock market is owned by the top 10% of wealth. The stock market is, when the stock market is doing well, that doesn't mean the economy is doing well. When the stock market is doing poorly, though, every single person does poorly. That's the problem with the stock market, because the wins are privatized, but the losses are socialized. That's how it works. So you pay out of pocket to bail out all of those massive corporations. Just like you paid for those new Air Force One planes that Donald Trump so bravely defended, or so bravely fucking lowered the price of. Guys, the stock market has been recovering as millions more people have been filing for unemployment. What the fuck does that tell you about the stock market in comparison to how it correlates to the well-being of Americans? Can you, like, even in this circumstance, if you're still like, my stock market's doing well, though, like, don't be like these morons. Okay? These guys are morons. They're Trump supporters. They're fucking dumb. Don't be like them,
don't love
okay?
the spirit of justice.
They think
You
like, oh,
love your
stock market's
father's
doing well. We're
death.
doing well.
Sup, dog?
Like, don't be that dumb, please. Stock market is in no way tied to your average person's material conditions. Yeah. Well, like I said, if it's doing poorly, it is tied to the average person's material conditions because they'll fire you. Ignore the breadlines. Fake news. It's just crazy. Like, it's wild that I guess when you want to believe that America number one, and like someone is telling you that, it feels good, I guess. But it is really strange how it is really strange the experience other people like experiencing cognitive dissonance. It's really strange to observe other people experiencing cognitive dissonance between like what's in front of them and what's happening literally around them all the time versus what the president's telling them or what the media is telling them. It's weird. It's very weird. Realistically, what can Biden do to actually have a strong chance and win against them? Dude, I don't know. Right now, it's like Joe Biden is exclusively on a pathway to win, on a track to win, because of how fucking poor Donald Trump has been and how poorly Donald Trump has handled this coronavirus stuff, how racist he's been throughout the fucking riot stuff and throughout the looting. When the looting starts, the shooting starts, and like the way he refers to people protesting police brutality.
Because I don't want it just in case.
This is like a streamer getting like a bad LSF post and they go live the next day and the whole stream is them talking about how they just hated that LSF post and all of them are awful. Hey, bro. Like the whole stream. Yes. Okay.
True. People are losing their minds over your tweet. Oh yeah, dude. People are real mad. I said America deserved Donald Trump and people are pissed, dude. Look at these. Oh my God. Look. I said America deserved Trump as president. Some people are saying he's right. Is this ally fatigue? The minorities that suffer under Trump deserve it, apparently. Yeah. Like, I want to agree on a macro scale, but I'm also potentially having healthcare stripped even further from me for being trans because of him, so I don't know. Stop talking so loud. It still does. Yeah. Bad fucking take. How horrible it is to say the working class people deserve to suffer. Yeah, that's what I mean. Most of the people at that rally were boomers whose 401ks are doing well because the Fed is buying anything that stonks. They have pensions and free healthcare. They are partially cheesing. It's not cognitive dissonance if they have such limited exposure. They're brainwashed at this point. I don't know. We'll see. More content. Trump gave an interview to Fox before he went on stage. Holy shit.
Let me ask you this question. First of all, because elections are all about momentum and a tremendous amount of momentum was lost because of the coronavirus closures, et cetera, how anxious were you to get back into the rallies?
Well, that's why I'm here, and the people want to do it.
We had a lot of protesters that were nasty outside. I think the police did a very good job, but you had a lot of nasty protesters throwing things and screaming. They're disgraceful. They're a disgrace to our country. And, that's the game they want to play.
Are you going to delete the tweet? Oh, fuck no, I'm not going to delete the tweet. I don't give a shit.
Starting.
Get mad at me all they want.
Folks that showed up tonight, they're amazing people.
Yeah, the campaign has taken all precautions against COVID, face masks, et cetera. But there is a risk, because if suddenly there's an outbreak here, people are going to say, he held the rally, look what happened.
Well, there is a risk, but there's also something of tiny little percentage have a big problem with it. You understand that. And you build up immunity, and we have to get our country back. We can't keep doing this. We could stay out for 5 years. I'm sure that would make China very happy. We could stay out for a long period of time, but we can't keep doing this, China. We have to get going. We have to get our country back.
How much momentum do you think has been lost in terms of the campaign in the last 3 months?
Tremendous momentum. We were leading in every way, and then when the plague came in from China, a lot was lost, a lot. We have been sitting around for 3 months, 3.5 months. And nobody blames me for what happened. In fact, we did a great job. I called it very early in January, late January. We called it. We banned people coming in from China because of the infection. But a lot of momentum's lost. All of a sudden you go from campaigning. We had it going. We were, that better than anybody. All of a sudden we're sitting around. We're sitting at the White House for 3 months without leaving. And it's a tough thing, because we had momentum. They had no momentum going. Biden's still in the basement. He hasn't left the basement.
So how much urgency did you feel to try to recapture that momentum and get the numbers back up again?
Well, there is an urgency. We have to do rallies. That's what we do well. Nobody's ever done them like this. And then
Did we deserve Hillary then? Kind of a shit tweet.
They call them protesters.
Yeah, the Democratic Party deserved Hillary Clinton. And the Democratic Party, deserving Hillary Clinton, brought about Donald Trump.
And they're nothing. They're nothing. But, you greet into this.
Just like the Democratic Party now deserves Joe Biden.
Rightfully, they say, let's go. Let's come back another time.
Sure.
It's a disgrace. And law enforcement has to get very tough. Because you know what? The country has to get back to work.
My man said Kung flu. That was wild, too. He just straight up, he said it. And then he followed up and said, I slowed down testing. I slowed down testing because there was, the numbers were too high. Listen, if you're going to get triggered by me saying America deserved Trump, then either you think I'm not a part of America or something. I guess you think that I'm not America. I'm not in it. I'm not in this with you. Or you just want to be upset at something. You know what I mean? Am I not in America? Am I not a part of America? Am I in a separate country or something? Self-hating, guilty liberal mindset is both profoundly counterproductive and deeply callous. Dude, I love this shit. Yeah, I know. Yeah, dude, I know. I'm sure you listen to Amy Terese or something or whatever the fuck her name is, and that's why you're a communist and you have a deeper understanding of everything that's going on. The fact that libs are upset with your tweets proves your point is responsible. Refuse to take responsibility. Yeah. No, he has a QAnon a meme name. When liberals say, oh, fuck the South, in its entirety, it can all go burn. Oh, I shouldn't be getting political on the Bird app, but this is so bad, because I can just smell the Red Scare listener energy on these people. Yeah, no, I love I love the fucking Red Scare Andes, dude. They have their materialist analysis down pat because they listen to a podcast by like a literal fucking arts PhD person who does such tremendous vocal fry that it should be considered a war crime.
You don't love.
Don't take your comment back as a fellow American. I'm not going to take it back.
Devil.
Jesus Christ, dude. Anyway, what was I gonna say? What else was I gonna say about this? Yeah, I don't really give a shit about people being upset about this. Stop hating on podcast listeners. I know, that's my entire fan base, dude. Hasuni, this is a banger. Listen. What the fuck? What the fuck?
Nothing I do is performative. I'm not going to talk to a black person like Trihex and say, hey, the N-word, it's always...
Why would you do this? That's the easiest way for me to never play this song ever again. I'm just letting you know. No free clout, brother. No free clout. It's a good song, though, overall.
Fuck it, I'm saying it. Fire, dude.
Oh, I was going to make the argument here. Like, you know how sometimes liberals say stuff like, oh my God, I wish the South would just burn. And I get annoyed with them and I'm like, what the fuck are you saying? Like, this is different than that. When I say America deserved Donald Trump, because I'm a part of America. Those liberals who are saying the South should fucking burn are not in the South. If you were a Southerner and you said, I fucking hate living in the South, oh my God, it's so fucking racist, I hope it burns to the ground. It's a little different than some fucking dipshit living in Brooklyn saying like, I voted for Hillary Clinton. The South deserves the burn, really. Like, but I live in America. When I say America deserved Donald Trump, it means I am a part of that. I'm a part of the fucking equation. Unless you think I'm not a part of America for some weird reason. One more syllable than the other thing America deserves. People are saying they have privilege to tweet something like that. Yeah, the people that are fucking countering my tweet also have privilege then. How about that? Read the tags. It just says hashtag VIP Kuss Smith. People are nuts. Thing you're saying is should be punished. Blah, 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 blah. My mom finds the poo sock. Go back to where you came from. You don't get to hate it unless you love it. The last black man in San Francisco. Anyway. What? No, I'm not going to VIP him. Make an unpausing it channel reward? No. No, this is good. This is a good song. Sometimes I'll take the in-your-face racism over the South. the polite racism of the North. I mean, I don't know if the racism in the South is that in your face. I think Southerners are very nice usually, but then they get real fucking racist. I feel like unless we're talking like KKK Southerners, like Southerners are relatively polite too. Yeah, the Southerners are very kind to your face. Yeah, Southerners are fake nice. I would even go so far as to say Southerners are fucking way more fake nice than like New Yorkers are. When the sun goes down, when their true feelings come out. When people in the South tell you bless your heart, that usually means a nice way to say fuck you. No, they're nice to their own people, LMAO. So what AOC said about TikTokers is true, we believe.
You don't want to kill Mexican babies? You're a racist!
Southerners are passive aggressive.
Yeah. H. Bizzle knows he's a Southerner. All right, let's do it. It's time for the SJW video game. We talked about all the people lynched that were supposedly suicide.
You have attacked me and lied.
I brought it up before. Thank you, Buzzy Lumpkins, for 521 gift subs. I talked about it before, but looking into some of the details, some of those are definitely suicide. Originally, I said that it's very suspicious that people are just killing themselves by hanging themselves on fucking trees and stuff, which is not a very common way of killing yourself. Trigger warning, suicide. But well, like there was a kid that was on camera where there was no, like, I mean, one of the kids, they killed themselves on camera. Like there's video footage. Like there wasn't like a scuffle or anything like that. So attendance was at 6,100 apparently out of a 19,000 capacity. Yeah. Yeah, one of them was suicidal. One of them was caught on camera. The other, like, the most suspicious one are the two incidents in California that are 50 minutes away from one another. Those are the most suspicious ones.
I love the system. I can now remove the tinfoil hat.
80 of Americans supported the Iraq War. They absolutely deserve Trump.
I missed the Tulsa stream. Growing up in the South as a Muslim was legit hell. Southern hospitality is bullshit. I think the issue is people don't know you, so that tweet does sound like you're saying that blacks, for example, deserve this. It's a sensitive time to say that, I think. Also, the apparent suicides. No one addresses that maybe if they did commit suicide, the current racial climate could play a factor. So thank you for mentioning that. That was actually what I was going to say. So there is from what I understand, I need to look into this a little bit more. But from what I understand, there's actually a surge in young black kids and young brown kids killing themselves than ever before. And that it might even actually be a problem with suicide in general. Suicide rates have gone up, obviously, but so it might actually be, some of those cases might actually be suicides, with the exception of, like I said, the two incidents in California and NorCal. Those were very suspicious. You trending in /poll? When am I not trending in /poll, dude? Recent in Van Cortlandt Park in the Bronx, nooses were found strung up on trees. My place ain't safe. I work at a crisis line. This is definitely the case. There's a lot more people using it because of unrest. Yeah. So I don't know. I don't know what is isn't pole banned? No. UIT has unfired you? What the fuck? Are they reposting my old videos?
Police Lives Matter is a terrorist organization.
What the fuck, dude? Oh, that's nice. That's nice that they're reposting an old video of mine. That's cool. Do they own your IP? Yeah, they own it. UIT is using my takes from 2016, man. That's crazy. Also, my takes from 2016 are still prescient and still absolutely still a not giving you credit on the description though. What are they gonna give me credit for, man? At least have your socials in there. They can't not have it. It's baked into the video. It would be more expensive for them to like blur out my socials. Yeah, free clout, baby. Maybe that's why. You get what you fucking deserve. They watched your stream. They watched your stream the other day. Yeah, I know. DMCA now. Takes from 1916 are still relevant. True. $100+ million. Trump supporter in Tulsa. What is this? Are these the big meanie bobinis that wouldn't let Trump have his big rowie? What do you think about Brett Weinstein's proposal on the Joe Rogan? I don't know. I don't care. I don't like Brett Weinstein. I think he sucks. Yeah, look at these violent thugs, as Trump called them. Dude, this sucks so bad. I feel so fucking bad for people living in Oklahoma and shit. Like, Jesus. Wrong video. Look at the reply. The Trump supporter in the truck apparently hit someone. I didn't see that, but I ran towards the scene. There was mace in the air, and he proceeded to swing around a bat as he drove away. He apparently maced the crowd who also hit his car. Like being poor or being black or brown in any part of the country is already like already comes with a litany of different problems. But then also on top of that, like also on top of that, you got to live in Oklahoma of all fucking places. Goddamn, dude. Bro, you don't know Kansas even worse? I mean, I've never been to Kansas. I have been to Oklahoma though. I have been to Oklahoma a bunch of times. I'm very familiar with Oklahoma. Very interesting state. Definitely an interesting state. Oklahoma. people not realize that when an American immigrant says something like America deserved enter bad thing here, they're always going to receive hate from that statement? An American-born citizen would receive hate for something like that, but times that by 100 for an American immigrant saying it? Okay. I mean, I don't really give a shit, dude. I don't. I've, like... That's why you don't appeal to the normies? I mean, fuck the normies. First of all, what do you mean? I had 26,000 people in here watching the fucking Trump rally with me. I don't want to hear the Hasan, you don't appeal to normies shit ever again. Okay? Like, what the fuck is this? Now at this point, like, I because of you guys and because of your sea of fucking support and shit, I've gotten to a point where, like, you know, I am one of the biggest Twitch channels on the platform. I think there's definitely an appeal outside of just like political people